Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer. And last time on Super Mario 3D World, we took down Bowser and his castle here in World Castle, saving the last Sprixie Princess. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough, because Bowser somehow, despite never doing it before, he said with obvious sarcasm in his voice, was able to come back from falling into lava. And he took the Sprixie Princesses, all 7 of them, and made this clear pipe. Maybe they made it for us, or maybe it was a side effect of like him using their power. I don't know. He did something happened, and now there's this clear pipe here, and seems like Mario wasn't enough to stop him. But of course, we all know the superior brother Luigi is on the case. So here we go, even further into the sky, wondering what could await us. Welcome to World Bowser. Now as you know, theme parks are expensive, so that'll be like $259. 1 day admission, no refunds. Anyway, Spiky Spike Bridge. This is not my favorite level in this world. It's not a bad level. I think it's really cool what they tried to go for in this level. But yes, is this level really like amusement park themed? I guess it could be, if it's an amusement park of torture. Maybe it's like the behind the scenes. Why would they have like spikes in an amusement park? I guess, like, again, it's the whole 3D world doesn't have cohesive level themes with their world themes, you know. They're gonna mismatch a little. Mishmash? Mismatch? I don't know. They're not always gonna line up. But, Spiky Spike Bridge, pretty fun level. I would say at this point in the game is when the game, the levels actually get really, like, interesting, fun. This is when I would say the game actually gets a little difficult. You could definitely make the argument that, the game gets difficult, you know, in World Castle, but I would say this is where I think it gets more difficult. Like, this is where it is, you know, like difficulty incarnate, I guess. I don't know. They expect me to hit this P-switch with a cat suit I do not have. Huh. You know, maybe I should have just equipped my boomerang suit and, you know, not... Because now I can't even reattempt the mystery box. Did we already get a checkpoint? I think we did. Screw it. Kids, don't try that at home. You will not respawn. You do not have extra lives. So, here we go. Just gotta outrun. I didn't even need to do that. And now I'm putting myself at risk of taking more damage when I already needed to not take damage so I could get the cat suit. Anyway, now that we have the cat suit, now this actually becomes, you know, trivial. Hit the P-switch. Don't struggle with depth perception like me. Get over here. Get the star. Okay. On other fun news, we failed. We got the 2 bad. Luckily, unlike in the Wii U version, our stars are saved between, you know, deaths. So, don't have to worry about it too much. Gonna do that, so we guarantee this cat suit. You don't even need the warp box if you have the cat suit. Just do that. Is this a star? One of the rare stars in the game. Come on. Come on, come on. Alright. I bet you I could probably make that. Yeah. That's what we call Luigi jumping. I mean, that's not like an official term or anything. It's just more so the idea that Luigi jumps high, and, you know, I doubt we could have done that as Toad, or even really Mario. Peach definitely could have done that, because float, horizontal distance, whatever. You know. Supposedly Luigi jumps the highest, but, like, doesn't feel like it sometimes. Also, for safety reasons, we're gonna employ the boomerang suit. I don't... There we go. But yeah, that was Spiky Spike Bridge. Pretty fun level. I guess it is kind of World Bowser themed, but World Bowser itself doesn't really have a theme. It's an amusement park. Though I think it still fits in with World Bowser, you know. Actually, it fits in with World Bowser, unlike, that level debatably fits in with World Bowser. But yeah. Bowser Dash 2, Plessie's Doom Downhill? Shouldn't it be Downhill Doom? Whatever. Does not really fit in with World Bowser, because, like, how can you even argue this is a part of World Bowser? It is a clear open sky. Bowser does not. It's so far above, you wouldn't even be able to see clouds. Like, you know. Dang it. I'm gonna have to replay the level. I'm fine with that. It's not always a bad thing. I just want to try to avoid it as much as possible, but I'm not going to purposefully sabotage myself this time, mostly because it's not a platformer, it's a Plessie level. But yeah, this level also going between the Bowsers seems risky. It's not really, it's pretty forgiving. And then also you need to hit the Bowser statue here to cause the green star to appear here, and yeah. But like, this doesn't fit in with World Bowser. Like, you could argue it's a desert land, you know, or whatever, right? But I refute that argument, and I say, no. Because, like, again, the whole clouds and open sky, unless it's, like, literally... I missed the top of the flagpole. Unless it's literally a, like an indoor desert attraction, you know? I don't know. Bottomless pits aren't the problem, because bottomless pits are nothing new in Mario. Anyways, this time we missed a star and a, goal pull. Did we get the stamp? I think we did. It pulled up our stamp screen. Okay, so, I will... I guess, meet you at the first green star and the end of the level. I don't know why I said I would meet you at the first green star. It's literally right there, like at the start of the level. But now I'll see you at the end. I don't know if I've pointed this out yet, but at the end of the level, Plessie will wave goodbye to you. Just a cute little extra detail. And, I don't know, it doesn't really, you know, impact you that much, but it's just like I usually go into the Piper warp box too fast to really, you know, pay attention to that fact. Anyway, don't miss the jump, don't miss the jump. Thank God. That took me another attempt, because I re-attempted it the first time, got the green star, but then I missed the top of the goal pole. So it took me another attempt to do that, so, I mean, it was all worth it. We now have the golden, you know, flagpole there. Anyway, let's go to a fun level. This is definitely a contender for my, favorite level of World Bowser. We lost our boomerang. No worries, though. This could actually fit into World Bowser in the form of, like, you know, how amusement parks have, like, different themed lands sometimes. You know, this could be, like, the Cookie Land or Sweet Land, right, you know? So, I think, you know, this works, especially since the sky is clearly purple, which means it's probably like a skybox slash indoor activity, and/or, you know, just some cool background, you know, manipulation stuff. Anyway, of course I timed it to end up with piranhas. Plants. Oh, come on. Come on! Okay. There we go. Don't think we need to defeat them. Though actually they might give us the green star, so I might just do that. I forget if they give us the green star, so... No, they don't. Okay. There's the stamp. But the big question is, I know Peach can make that. And Luigi? Yes, Luigi can. Also, I believe if you just were to jump up there, you wouldn't have to worry about the Ant Troopers either. But I think they intend for you to fall through the hole. I will be trying to get the boomerang flower as soon as it comes back up. Alright. So, there we go. This one I'm not going to risk as much. Also, you can jump on the spike Ant Troopers as long as you're not jumping on the spike itself. This is probably one of my least favorite mystery boxes, because there's a chance you can overshoot and run off the edge, or a chance that, like, you could just miss the star going around and there's not enough time for you to go back and give it another attempt. And this is clever. You're at the goal pole, but what you want to actually do is make that jump very riskily, and then from here, you want to long jump over to this island, where now you can grab this extra 100 seconds and grab the bunny as well. There's a lot of coins, and that's your third green star as well. I will be grabbing all these coins, thank you very much. You know, fun little island. Kind of cool that they did a star past the goal pole, you know. Same time, I could understand why, you know, might be confusing. It can also be in this goal pole. I hate rotating platforms like that before a goal pole, because it always feels like my momentum gets eaten, and I'm just not going to make the jump, you know, to the top. But with Luigi, it's no problem. With Toad, I might have had some problems. And it seems like they intended you to play as Toad for that level, with the, Boomerang Toad costume. Anyway, really fun level. I don't know if it's my favorite, though, but I don't know if there are really any necessarily good levels in this world. Also, Bowser Dash Train. This was a train level was the boss level of World 3, or the castle substitute, you know, for World 3. You know, I'm not sure if I should include this in, like, my ranking of every castle, you know, in the game, because it's not technically a castle level, it's more like a fortress level, but we haven't had fortress levels in the other, you know, Mario, in the other worlds in this game, so, you know, that's a good box. Oh, I can't use fireballs with it on. It's okay. This is like the only other time we've seen mad pulls in the game. You know? Just like aside from, you know, the one level in World Castle. Also, I'm just gonna break those just in case. I'm gonna just eat the hit with the question mark block helmet thing. And similarly, no. No, 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 no. Oh no is right. One thing that I don't know if I've even drawn attention to at all is the fact that this game automatically respawns you when you die, compared to the new Soup series, at least, where you have to go back out to the world screen and back into the level. I wonder if Super Mario Bros. Wonder is going to be, you know, more along these lines of, you know, how do I avoid all that? If Super Mario Bros. Wonder is going to be more along these lines where, you know, it will just be like, we know you probably want to reattempt, so we'll just immediately, you know, immediately respawn you. I don't know. Dang it. Okay, I almost failed miserably. Anyway, that block gets you up there, and now, this is like the trickiest Green Star ever. There have been times where just like, the thing is too short, or the ceiling's too low, and I accidentally land in, like, the Fire Bro hits me, you know, while I'm in there, you know, instead of just jumping on top of him. Anyway, Pom Pom refight. This isn't any more difficult, except for the fact that I am small, and so I can only take one hit but like, she splits into more clones, but it's not like the clones are harder to tell apart. They're the equal amount of difficulty, which isn't much, you know? So, I don't know. Anyway, this is the end of Castle. Alright. There we are. Okay. Didn't want to miss that one, because the train level's an auto-scroller, would have been a pain to have to redo. You know. But, yeah. Fun level. Definitely not my favorite of the world. I think it might be the cookie level, if for nothing else than aesthetics, but I can't seem to really remember the rest of the levels here too well. Oh. Okay. No, it's probably not the cookie level anymore. That one's... Ooh, both these are really good. Footlight Lane and Deepwater Dungeon. And this level here is not. This is technically after, but... we'll go with Footlight Lane. Alright. Footlight Lane, really fun level. This is our first time seeing these invisible pathways that, you know, react to, like, shockwaves and general light, you know, like, not light, but, like, they react to, like, things coming in contact with them, but they especially strongly react to shockwaves. So either the floor is invisible, or the floor just doesn't, you know, only materializes when we get close. Hard to say. I would have to say it's probably only when people of the living... Oh, also, here's another fun infinite life farm. Not as easy to, like, you know, do, because it actually requires a little bit of skill. But also, you just have to trust that you'll make that jump, I know, right? Anyway, this is a fun level because I prefer to play it as Peach with, you know, having a bit of recovery and all that, but I think Luigi, it's nice that he can jump high, but at the same time, he does feel more slippery, at least in the air, than, Peach, Toad, or Mario. Maybe it's because he has, you know, a better jump height, and as such, you know, that means, you know, in turn, he's in the air for more time, I don't know. Also, you know, I just love the use of bullet bills to generate those explosions. Then you can use the cat bills. You have to, like, hit one of them so near enough that you can see that that's there hiding the stamp. I think this level is just really fun in how it's crafted. Is this? Yep, it's this one. Where you have to ride the thwomp because there's actually an invisible floor. I don't know, I really love this level. I really love the footlight, you know, like, mechanic here. I think it's just a fun mechanic, and it, you know, really makes this a fun level. Oh! And this is a creative end of gold. I don't know, I just love the level. I think the music here is great. The background's pretty good. Yeah, this might be my favorite level in the world. The other level is fun platforming-wise, but this level, I think, has it all. Definitely my favorite in the world. Alright. So, we are... That should be the Sprixie House, and that is Ghost House. That's like the third Ghost House level in the game. They really should have made more of those, or, you know, made the ones we got a bit better, you know, since we got so few. Like, World 6 wasn't even a ghost house. It was a sunken shipwreck, which, don't get me wrong, is cool. But I would have preferred an actual ghost house. World 3 felt the most ghost house, and it had the most, like, fake, you know, fake pipes, fake stars, fake... Was there a fake star, or was it just a fake one-up? I don't remember. Anyway, Deepwater Dungeon is probably the runner-up for favorite level. Purely because it just has some fun platforming and stuff. You know, here's our third occurrence of Mad Pulse. Oh, you can use the boomerang underwater. But Fire Flower is still better, I think, underwater, because in underwater you struggle a lot more with the fact that things can be above and below you. You know, and then they can move to your level, or you might accidentally bump into them trying to stay, you know, from hitting spikes that are below you, you know, etc. Anyway, Boomerang's still good there, don't have to put myself in a whole lot of risk, but what we actually want is another power-up. And there it is, Cat Bell. Cat Bell is definitely the best power-up for Deepwater Dungeon. I think, like other levels that feature the cat suit, pretty sure this level has stuff that you either are required to have the cat suit, or do some pretty creative platforming with, like, Luigi and Peach specifically. Anyway, there's also a short Plessy segment in this level. Which, you know, Plessy sections are pretty much always welcome. I feel like you can only make that jump if you have friends who are willing to help you. Anyway, but yeah, you definitely either need the cat suit for this, or I want to try to do it without cat suit as Luigi. I don't think so. Maybe as Peach with the floating, like, to the other side wall to, like, wall jump, but yeah, not looking very possible. So you definitely need the cat suit there. You should probably use the cat suit. It's more accurate, I guess. Anyway. Let's head on over here, and don't go in that pipe first thing, because the last green star, you need either a cat suit or to know that it's up there. Ground pound jump off the green pipe is someone other than Toad, I feel like, but the cat suit also helps for this section. If I could have better depth perception, I don't want to miss the green star. Okay. Man. It's like, of all the things not to, you know, with all the things to struggle with in video games, it's no wonder that I think I prefer, like, 2D Zelda, and to some extent 2D Mario to 3D Mario, and, like, I have trouble with this kind of depth perception. Anyway, and that's why I think Kirby and the Forgotten Land feels so good to play to me, it's because, in Kirby and the Forgotten Land, anything that looks like it should hit your opponent will hit your opponent, like a cutter or, you know, sword or bomb or whatever. If it looks like it hit your opponent, then the game will register it as if it hit your opponent. So, you know, I think that's why I do better with Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Also, on the one hand, I brought Luigi to World Bowser because I think it would be cool to try and fake you guys out, even though you probably knew that World Castle wasn't the final world. You know, I thought it would be cool to try and fake you out with Mario in the final world. But, and also Luigi's my favorite, so that's why I brought him here. So that's reason, you know, number 2. But on top of all that, Luigi's character switch for his stamp is here. So, I kind of felt, you know, like it was all too perfect, and like, yeah, I don't want to have to just play this one level as a different character. The only level I had to do that with was when I played as Luigi in World 2. This platform should drop, disappear, whatever. Here's the green star. If you just were to jump off the platform ahead, you probably wouldn't have seen that, so, you know. It's a good thing to, you know, look around in ghost houses especially. They can get pretty tricky with their tricky tricks. I think this gives me a raccoon suit, Tanuki suit. We don't want to lose our light box. I feel like there are more light boxes later. Yeah, this gives me a Tanuki suit. But this gives Luigi better float in the air, which is great. You don't want to lose the light box because from here on out is, I guess, what I mean. Probably lose it there and be fine, but from here on out we don't want to lose the light box. And you have to know this is here. You have to see that block there, and you have to know that you have to jump like this. Oh my god, no! No! Come on. Come on. No! I was so close! Ugh! I overshot the mystery box and ended up in pain. Also make sure you have a light box, but this platform moves fairly fast, and unless you're consciously observing this side, you will not see it. But you essentially have to take out all the ghosts in here, and the only and they don't give you a star, so you have to bring a light box in here. So don't forget this is here, / you know, pay close attention if it's your first time. Well, if it's your first time, you, well, like, I'm already giving you the tip, so I guess I can't really. Anyway, you know, make sure you don't miss that jump, and make sure you don't overshoot it into the door, and make sure you don't lose your light box. Make sure you take a light box with you, grab the checkpoint, whatever, right? You know. Light box is also extremely helpful in here. But yeah. There's not much going on in here. It's pretty slow going. This pair of bones will come over, try to attack you. There's a line of Peepas. So, I don't know. I'm gonna try to take out the Peepas, I guess, with the light box. Or lose it like me and doom yourself to the onslaught of Parabones and Peepas. If I had the Tanuki suit right now, like, and if you lose your light box, you then have to play the game of luring the Big Boo over there and failing. I did it, I just forgot the Parabones. Okay. Luckily, I don't have to go and grab those green stars, but it does mean that I have to get back to where I was, and I'll probably save you all the ride. So I'll meet you back where I was, because that's just a very slow ride. Alright, I made it back. Pro tip, use the cursor. It's not cheating. It was built into the game with the Wii U gamepad. They just returned it in the form of a button on your thing. on your controller, specifically the R button. But yeah, pro tip, use the pointer, cursor, whatever you want to call it, to lock the pair of bones in place and activate POW blocks from afar so that they fall into pits before they have a chance to chase you. That's my pro tip because, you know, I'm glad I cut that part out because it was very uninteresting. You know, just the backtracking to where I was. I had every green star. I don't know. You know. Other times I've had stuff to say, like when I die with a star, you know, I have stuff to say, or it's not too far away, but slow moving platform, yeah, I needed to cut that backtracking out. I think it took me like a minute and a half, you know, just to get back there. Which might not seem like a long time, but in terms of like a video, you know, that can feel like a long time of nothing interesting to say, especially with attention spans on the internet, you know. Anyway, this is probably one of my favorite mystery houses, just because it makes good use of the cat power-up. The first 4 stars are basically the second 4 stars, but just, or the second 4 stars are just the first 4 stars, but easier. Or harder. You can probably see, you know, these are like the same stars, it's just there's more standing in our way, or we're upping the challenge, you know, for them. You know, for example, this star now, it's over a dangling pit of lava. I forget what the last 2 are. Oh, it's just this star again. I'm just going to use the cursor to help, simply because I didn't feel like going through all that. Anyway, this last one is completely original, and it's, or like, it's not a repeat of one of the previous ones, but it's just, you know, the blocks will start falling, and you barely make it up there in time. Fun mystery house, really quick to get through, you know. I mean, they all take you, you know, they all take you a really short amount of time to get through because they're only like 10 seconds, you know, long per room, so. Anyway, pretty good view of whole, you know, roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and whatnot. So we beat the ghost house. So now, all that's left is Grumblump Inferno. This is probably the hardest level in the game. Just because we're on Grumblumps, and we're specifically Luigi, who is, in my opinion, the most slippery. With Peach, even with Peach and a Tanuki suit, this level can be difficult because of that. Like, even if you save yourself by floating or hovering or whatever, you aren't really saving yourself because in the long run, like, there's nothing to land on if you get that low just by sliding off. And they're easy to slide off because they roll over, you know? The Skipskeeks have the right idea of just running forward in time with the block, but it can be very hard to, you know, run in that timing. You know, to time it right, running forward, is what I mean. You know, it's one of the most painful levels in the game, in my opinion. And it sucks even more to miss the top of the goal pole on this level. Not because it's necessarily a long level that you're replaying again, but it's not only long, but sometimes it feels like you only barely were able to beat the level the first time. So to have to do it again to get the top of the goal pole, you know, very difficult. Even these green stars aren't the best because these fire piranhas will continue to shoot at you as you're on the platformer. And re-jumping onto the Grumblump is also can be painful, you know, mistime it and, you know what, that's bad, you know. Though, I don't have to get that green star again, but part of me feels like I'm probably still going to jump onto that middle platform simply because it won't be moving. Though it can be hard to get back on top of the Grumblump, it can also be hard just to stay on top of it. I'm not saying this level is extremely difficult for me anymore. Oh, I guess I will be staying on top of the Grumblump. But what I am saying is that this is probably the most difficult level in the game. At least top 5. You know, like, it's just annoying. It's annoying. It can be, like, difficult just out of sheer difficulty and not, like, you know, oh, it's difficult because it's not fun. You know, no, it's difficult because it's actually difficult. Look at what you have to do for the stamp. You have to jump on top of the Hammer Bro on that narrow platform. Without a Tanuki suit, I don't know how you're doing that. And, like I said, the Tanuki suit doesn't even save you if you accidentally run over the Grumblump too fast. It's already giving me the white Tanuki leaf. You know, I don't, and like in multiplayer, this level is arguably worse because there's like no safe time to bring back your friends from their bubbles because it's, get me off of this thing, because it's basically all, you know, pain, misery, and suffering. No, the Grumblump is like constantly moving. So, you know, I believe, actually, I mean, it's right down here, so that guy barely missed me. Let's grab this. Let's grab this before continuing. Anyway, yeah, let's be smart about it. We're not going to take the white Tanuki suit, but we will take the, regular Tanuki suit. Very helpful. Like, this is, like, I feel like this might be the level where they were like, yeah, we should maybe make it so people keep their stars and stamps if they die, instead of having to recollect them. Because of that one stamp right there, mostly. But, like, yeah. I wouldn't say this is a bad level. This can still be a very fun level, and it can still be a very, you know, like, interesting level. It's still a pretty good level, especially since it's, you know, like, the last level before, you know, Bowser. But the problem is that, you know, it is really difficult. I would argue that the pure platforming aspects of this level are harder than the pure platforming aspects of the final level. You know, basically need the Tanuki suit for that star too. But yeah. Like, just staying on the Grumblump, this is probably the most difficult challenge you will face before fighting Bowser. Make sure you get the top of the goal pole. It's difficult, but I wouldn't say it's super hard. Even if you've mastered it, it just feels like you're so prone. Not prone. It's so likely that you might slip up accidentally and go flying off the Grumblump. You know, even if you're used to it. Especially if you take a break from playing the game for, like, half a year. You know, your muscle memory might not be what it used to be when you originally played the game. So, you know. But yeah. Now that's done and over with, we have 2 fairly easy levels. We'll go to B first. This is Histocrat Returns. I'm pretty sure Histocrat is supposed to be a pun on hiss, like a snake, and aristocrat, like, you know, king, you know. Is the king an aristocrat, or would the king just be part of the royal family? Are the royal family aristocrats? Actually, I'm not too sure what the definition of an aristocrat is. I want to say it would include people like the king. I feel like it's just members of highest society, if I'm correct. But then again, I might be wrong. I don't know. In this case, it's actually the Histocrat we fought in World 3, we're now fighting the Queen, you know. So, you know. Anyway. Are they... Wait. I forget if they're king and queen or if they're emperor and empress. I forget. Also, you don't even need to really climb on the platforms if you're playing as Luigi. His spin jump can reach top of the Histocrat, I believe, even from ground level. Though I haven't tested it. Anyway, set down the pipe. And standard end of, you know, boss level. But now it makes sense why we were fighting, Histocrats, you know, and Motley Boss Blob in, like, circus tent things as we went through the worlds. It's because, well, Bowser's plan was to build an amusement park. You know, so now it makes sense. We fought a clown, you know, or a circus, I guess, maybe. Is it an amusement park or a circus, or is it both? Is there really, you know, can you really make such a distinction? I don't know. Yeah, you can. You can say an amusement park is not a circus. But who's to say that a circus can't be an amusement... Motley Boss Blob's Encore. You know... But I did say Motley Boss Blob was probably the toughest boss in the game, in my opinion. In my opinion. Pom Pom isn't challenging, Boom Boom's not challenging, King Kathunk not challenging, Boss Boulder might be a little slow for my taste, not challenging though. And Histocrat's definitely not challenging. Bowser's car fights, not challenging. Motley Boss Blob, on the other hand, he will jump after you, chase you around. It is definitely hard if you want to finish with a clone still alive, but he also has shockwaves that he will send around the arena in this second form. In this second phase, second battle, he's now gold, and now he has shockwaves. And that's especially dangerous, you know, like, you know, if you don't have any clones. Just him landing on you can be a problem, but now you have to avoid shockwaves too, which, you know, luckily they don't extend forever, but, like, still, like, look at that, you know. I lost basically all my clones instantly. He's probably the most difficult boss to do without getting hit, especially if you count the clones as hits. But I wouldn't say, like, you know, he's super difficult. You know, he's not like a boss battle from other games, you know. But, yeah. Definitely, in my opinion, the most difficult boss. The boss that gave me the most trouble when I first played the game and or, you know, just when I play the game. It seems to think this... Well, I guess that's why it thought this Luigi was the, main Luigi. Because the other one, accidentally jumped off. Whatever. Got the top of the flagpole. It's all good. I really like Motley Boss Blob and Histocrat and Boss Boulder and King Kathunk. All they needed to do was literally... Well, Histocrat could have been in the Ice World, and Motley Boss Blob could have been in the Cloud World, because they had just had Boom Boom and Pom Pom for those worlds. And theoretically, like, you could have made Boom Boom and Pom Pom mid-bosses or whatever. Could have still used them. Maybe you could have put Histocrat. I don't know. Point I'm trying to make is, now that I think about it more clear, also, there's a hidden pipe here you have no way of knowing about. Like, there's nothing on the ground to indicate that that's there. Anyway. Yeah, now that I think about it, you know... They could have had original bosses for every world if they just, you know, they could have kept Bowser for 1 and 7, but, you know, otherwise they could have been all original. Anyway, we have 240 green stars and we only needed 170. So, let's do it. Although I have a question, why are they green stars specifically? Why not just have them be colors of the rainbow? Considering, like, we rescue Sprixie princesses. Sprixie. The word never wants to pronounce right. It's always like Sprixie, or, well, it's mostly like it pronounces Spritzy, or, I don't know. They were all different, you know, colors of the rainbow. So why didn't the stars reflect that? Why were they only green, you know? Maybe it's because the green one's like the main one or something. Anyway, the Great Tower of Bowserland. You can see the rainbow shining from above. This is not my favorite level in the world. It is a really good level, but I don't think it's my favorite. I really like Footlight Lane. This level is kind of cool. We're like on top of we're like on top of the theme park. You know, you can see the volcano that was on the world map. You know, it's now spewing fireballs down at us, you know, trying to block our path. I was going to say we have the cat suit and thus can climb on walls, but apparently that didn't pan out for us. Anyway, don't accidentally slide down the roof, and don't accidentally get hurt from the fireballs or fire bros. Well, I guess the fire bros spew fireballs. But you know what I mean. I believe if I... Nope, they don't. And here's the Ferris wheel that was on the world map. There's a bunch of bullies on it, so if you knock them all off, you know, kind of just want to try to knock them all off. It's better to try and knock them off towards the front, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, but the Clown Car Ferris wheel gives us a green star if we take out all the bullies on it. You know, but I guess what I would like to point out is you can clearly see the Ferris wheel and the volcano from the world map, and they're both integrated into this level, you know, as a part of it, you know. And you can even see the Bowser, like, light up Bowser statue that appears at the start of this level on the world map, you know. And you can see this tower on the world map. And so, it just makes me think, wow, they really integrated the world map and this level together almost perfectly, you know. And, like, they had a ton of, you know, levels that you could probably find in a theme park, or at least, you know, some sort of city, right? And it really makes me think, why was there only one ice level in the stupid ice world? Oh, also this tower is really, really big. And here's Bowser. Now, I don't know how he's going to make the fight... Oh, you're giving me a power-up? I'm over here, Bowser. Bowser? Okay. So, he just went full furry on us. Not Fury, that's a different game. But no. We are now fighting Meowser. And basically, this isn't a boss fight. This is a platforming section, which is arguably a better boss fight than an actual, like, try to hit him 3 times thing, because Mario is a platformer. But he'll basically climb up and down the tower, destroying stuff, you know, as he goes. Luckily these are cloud platforms, so they'll respawn, but non-cloud platforms will not respawn. Or regenerate, rather, I guess. I don't know if the cloud platforms necessarily respawn. They mostly just regenerate. Also, it should be noted... Oh. I thought you couldn't climb these because they had windows in most cases. I don't know why I thought you couldn't climb them if they had windows. Anyway, just run up here, you're basically safe, and all you have to do is hit the POW block, and... But you can definitely tell this isn't so much a boss fight as much as it is a platforming challenge. considering there was the third green star there. Anyway, Bowser is now climbing the tower in one last attempt to catch up with us. He's going to start using the Tanuki Leaf and the Double Cherry. I don't know if it's Tanuki Leaf or just, you know, his cat tail, but I think the problem is, like, you know, the cat doesn't have the ability to attack with his tail, and Meowser does. So, also, surprisingly, the Meowsers are solid enough to actually hurt and attack you versus our clones with well, I guess our clones can still throw fireballs, and if they use an actual attack, I guess the difference is Bowser's body does contact damage to us versus we don't do contact damage to our enemies. You know what? It does make logical sense to some extent. Probably shouldn't come over this way, because now you have to... Yeah, see, he's using the tail, which makes me think Tanuki suit more than it does, you know, cat suit. Anyway, it's one final climb up the tower. And yeah, the Meowsers are gonna try and surround us. They are no longer kidding around. Unfortunately for them, I have come prepared for this catastrophe. And I think we just gotta hit the POW block enough times, and he's gonna be saying me ouch. Yes, I am being for real. I love it when I somehow explode into fireworks. Anyway, we saved the Sprixie Princesses and we avoided catastrophe. And now, it's the dawn of a new day. Let's make sure we grab the stamp. Don't want to forget that. And, here they are. You also want to make sure you get the top of the flagpole here. But yeah. We did it. We saved the day. We saved all the Sprixie Princesses. It was a great adventure. 8 worlds of excitement to save 7 princesses. And overall, we had a pawsome time. Roll credits! Ba-dum. Now we get to see everyone that we met along the way, for the most part. Like, characters, not like enemies. So, green Sprixie Princess, yellow Sprixie Princess, you know, indigo Sprixie Princess, Plessie's here, yeah, just pretty cute, you know, orange Sprixie Princess, violet Sprixie Princess. I find it... Here's rabbits for some reason. I don't know, they seem happy to see us. General Sprixies. Sprixie with binoculars. Here comes Bowser's theme, and he's now the one in the fairy bottle. So if fairies, like, fully restore your hearts, or not fully restore, but if they can revive you after death, does that mean, like, what does Bowser do? Does he do the opposite? Like, if you're at full health, does he, like, drag you down to, like, almost 0 hearts? Oh, here's Captain Toad and the Toad Brigade. And here's the red Sprixie Princess. I think I skipped over Blue Sprixie. Anyway, but... and here they are. Well... all colorful characters. Even though they have no character at all. Basically. Pose for the camera and all the fun new power-ups along the way. For some reason, a Galumba and a blooper. But there they are. Those fireworks were beautiful. 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 It doesn't feel right. It doesn't flow right. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. It's hue and beautiful. So whatever. Best times can now be displayed. And of course, our stamp is of Meowser. And also, something's going on. Are they, gonna let us know what that is? Saving? No, they're gonna boot us to the title screen, so I'll hit resume. And... I guess I'll play Mario for now. And... back in World 1, and seems like the Sprixies have something going on over there. But I guess we'll do that next time! But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and it always will be PunFood. Well, I guess we've officially reached the tail end of the episode.